Good day to you all. We are back with our daily devotion, and for today, day of Monday, we are still with series 365 daily devotion, Bible character edition. And for today, we're going to study a new character in the Bible, but not specifically new or not particularly new because we might have heard his name as we study the life and the songs of King David, because who we're going to study now is his own son, and this is Solomon. We're going to study how or when Solomon becomes the new king of Israel. So King David now, in our times, as we study this verse, were bedridden and unable to lead the people. Therefore, a new king needs to be anointed. So, Adonijah, his firstborn, no, not firstborn, but it is his son. And Adonijah, he himself declared that he will be the king. But God already told David that the new king should be King Solomon. So the verse we're going to use reference came in the book First Kings chapter 1 verse 5. It is said that now Adonijah the son of Haggith exalted himself, saying, I will be king, and he prepared for himself chariots and horsemen, and 50 men ran before him. So he declared to the people that he will be the new king, not knowing that God already said to David that Solomon should be king. So when the words of mouth finally reached David, they went there and declared that the new king will be Solomon. So imagine what Adonijah felt at that very time. He already declared himself to be the king, but God declared the true king, and that is King Solomon. So how can we apply this, or what is our teachings? First, a fool who exalts himself will be humble. A fool. Adonijah was a fool. He exalted himself. He declared that he will be the king, and he did not ask for God. He didn't ask for his father. He decided just on himself, and it resulted to God humbling him. God humbled Adonijah because Adonijah was full of himself that he needs to be stepped down. Second, a wise person who humbles himself will be exalted. That's Solomon. Solomon was wise. He is the wisest king in the Old Testament, and he is humble. Unlike Adonijah, Solomon was worthy of being a king. And lastly, God decides whom he will position in power. So we cannot decide if we want to be a leader of the church, leader of the classroom, leader of the city, the government, or leader of the whole country, or an organization of even the whole world. You cannot decide for yourself. You need to ask God for it, and that does not secure you the position, because even when you ask for God, he might not give it to you, because he alone does the planning. He alone understands his plan. So therefore, it is not you but God who will be deciding who will he put in position or in power. So application: do not presume success, instead work humbly toward it. So do not boast, because it is not you, it is God himself. He is just using you to forward his kingdom. Therefore, you should work humbly, be silent, and let your work speak for itself. Second, follow the principle of Jesus, humility and honor. And lastly, take the humble path and let God lead you in due time. So it is not your responsibility to boast. It is not you. It's not your task. It's not your goal. It is not listed in the process to boast. But what you need to do is to take the humble path. Show up for yourself, show up for God, and God will reward you something prosperous. God will reward you a better life. So that would be for daily devotion. Steve Life Christ.